Something special is happening in the world. There is a change that has taken place, and that change is that people have developed location independence. The freedom to work anywhere in the world that they want, and not just by taking a job in another country. We're talking about people who have figured out how to translate their skills into online businesses, freelance work, entrepreneurship that allows them to essentially make money from just an internet connection. Bali is a special place for not just digital nomads, but many people, for lots of reasons that are both practical and a little bit esoteric. Bali is kind of a place where you can find everything. And it's also a place where you can find things you don't find anywhere else. Access to the internet would be the next practical reason that digital nomads prefer here, because of the co-working spaces. Places like Ubud, places like Outpost. These are places where people can come and they're guaranteed a quiet working environment where they can get to know like-minded people in addition to having all of the internet and space that they require for themselves, for their company. Oh, digital nomadism is just going to continue to pick up and continue to pick up and continue to pick up because the old way of doing things is dead. And more and more jobs are going to be consolidated down into a computer. And when it comes down to a job existing strictly and purely in a computer, well, now location doesn't matter because communication happens over the internet. So you don't have to go to an office and do your work on the office computer just because, you need to talk to the boss. You can actually send messages back and forth to the boss over the computer. When work doesn't feel like this 20th century notion of a horrible place that you're stuck in, when work doesn't feel like that, it suddenly becomes something you enjoy. Oh yeah, your ability to produce is going to go up. Things that used to be a skyscraper full of hundreds of people dissolve. And the people are going to stay, but the building is going to go. The way of the future is movement. The same way that it was in the past. We've come full circle. Life is valued at movement. And to just get people moving. Just get people moving. So change the room, change the place, change the stuff. Because of the rise of digital nomadism, what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of people and a lot of companies that find themselves in kind of an in-between position. They're not going to be able to do full-on digital nomadism, but they're also not going to be stuck in a traditional, fully grounded, like land-grounded company. And so the thing is, what's happening is people are waking up to the idea that you can do what are called workations. They don't have to go with digital nomadism, but at the same time, they can benefit from the whole travel, location, independent experience. But instead of doing it on an individual level, they can do it as a group, as a company, as a team. And in the same way that digital nomads are going to be more productive and more happy being digital nomads, companies that engage in workations are also going to be happier, more productive. Normally, the biggest challenge is finding the place. And then in a place like Bali, the next biggest challenge after that is negotiating the price of the place. I mean, the actual accommodation where people are going to sleep, eat, work. This is where services like no location come in. It's a great way to get exactly what you need without having to spend a month of your own personal time doing it and without having to spend $3,000. If you use the no location service, the biggest headache is just going to be booking your flight ticket.